You can't do everything all at once. Just leave it. Stop trying to do everything all at once. Observe that rush and go against it. Actually plan in a little break for yourself. Have a little walk outside in nature, call a friend, do something with yourself, do a little hobby, like make a beaded bracelet or something else creative, read a book. I know it might be uncomfortable, but this is something you have to learn. And I still have to learn it sometimes. I think I'm pretty good at it, but I do notice that, and this is a very nice thing what I'm experiencing. I'd rather experience this than the opposite side where I just feel very depressed and broken and fed up with life for a few days. That's my like lower days. And then I have my higher days. And okay, sometimes I'm a bit in the middle, but I already said in one video that I can really fluctuate a lot, but I guess I'm also a woman. I have a menstrual cycle, so that also involves affects that whole mood swing pattern. So yeah, I am grateful that I feel this drive and I'm like, oh, I want to do this and that, and oh, I have to rush, I have to do it fast. Not I have to do it fast, but it has to happen quickly. So yeah, I guess I would have to do it fast, but I don't mean it in a like fast way that I just like everything afraffelen. Just alles afraffelen. I don't mean that. But it's more just like, oh, I don't want my idea, or yeah, that maybe in 2 years everything is changed in the world again with, I don't know, with AI and stuff. I do sometimes get a bit anxious about AI, and that it just would be very irrelevant what I have as an idea right now. But I guess it would be even worse than if I created this whole big thing and then in 2 years, but no, that sounds a bit unrealistic though, because I always thought that 2020 was gonna be a year where there would be flying cars. Like 2020 always sounded so cool as a kid. I was like, wow, that's gonna be insane. But luckily we don't have flying cars. I would not want to have flying cars. Yeah, it would just ruin the sky, the horizon, nature. Yeah, we can't do everything all at once. It's amazing that that drive is there, that you want to do so many things. But I could really convince myself that all the things I want to do are crucially important, that I like have to do them. I could really convince myself for that, but I'm not going to, because it doesn't make sense. I still know I'm not gonna be able to do them all, and sometimes when I bring this other perspective in, I'm like, okay, but maybe in 2 months I already changed my mind, or I suddenly have a preference towards something else, or I have discovered a new hobby which might influence it, or met a new friend or like lover or something that might influence it. So yeah, everything will just happen in its own time. Maybe in the future, maybe some other things haven't influenced a change of mind, but maybe in 2 months you have more energy for it, or you might have more inspiration for it, or a better environment to do it, or a better financial situation to do it. Like, we don't know what happens in the future. We have no idea. I don't know what will happen in half an hour. And it's really like, okay, what can I do now that will just make me happy? And that involves taking breaks. That involves doing things for the soul and to take care of yourself and to just enjoy being here, but also, yeah, embracing the times where you don't feel as good. Like, just meet that and accept that. I still find that hard, but getting better at it with a pretty fast pace. I mean, it doesn't have to be fast, but yeah, I just wanted to learn that. It's also not about just laying back and then waiting for it to all just happen right in front of your eyes. Like, someone has to do it eventually. If you want to see certain things, you can also do some manifestation, obviously, but some things require your action. But it just doesn't have to happen all at once. Just when that rush comes in, just do something towards it, a little baby step. Or if it's a million things, choose one that would also kind of be pleasurable for you, or one that has the most urgency. But also make sure to still plan in breaks, because otherwise the whole journey, like, of course there are some things you have to do that are more practical and just not very fun, and some things that are more like, okay, I have this inspiration, these things I have to do these things for future me, da da da. But it's also about the journey. It's not just about getting there. Because if you have a journey that just really was like, it would stress you the fuck out, and it was not enjoyable, and you would not even notice the little lessons and the little fun moments on the way, then getting there is like, it's just not as meaningful. So yeah, make sure you have some fun in it. Or I'm gonna watch this video. I'm gonna watch this video probably in the next couple of weeks, because I just have a lot of ideas, and there's also just a lot happening, and it's all great. You know, I'm also going to a festival and this and that, and I'm like, whoa, how can I do all these things when I already have such a full planning? How can I just fit that all in? And yeah, I just have to realize, like, oh, that was very unexpected. Oh, that really, like, that was deep. But I also have to realize that it's also good to have that time off. And, you know, if you travel or you go somewhere and you really don't focus on the project, or even just the more financial or practical thing, you can come back to it with more energy and more inspiration or more tools. Yeah, I do believe that. I mean, I've experienced it, and I kind of know that. It just helps. But yeah, it also wouldn't make sense if now, after this video, I would stuff like 4 different projects into a short amount of time, or maybe just in a day, because the time you spend on a project doesn't always have to be you, I don't know, writing 10 pages for it and every idea being awesome. It also helps to clear out the things that might not be as helpful, and just sometimes have a moment of like, okay, I don't know yet. Because it will come, you know. The ideas will come, the tools will come. It will all just come. Yeah. Connecting to my soul, my intuition, and I think, yeah, the spiritual world does really help, because I do that every day. So if you don't do that, I think that would also help to take a moment of peace and practice trusting your timeline and trusting your intuition, and that you will receive messages and ideas whenever that is needed. But for that, you have to be open. You have to be open to receive it, and also be in alignment with yourself. I know that's not always very easy, but just try that most of the time. Yeah, be in alignment with what you want to do, what you need, and to also do them. Like, take action. But then also, if it's like a million things, just choose one and focus on that, and know that you have time. Know that you have time in the future to do those other things, or that maybe suddenly you don't want to do them anymore. It's also possible. I see this thing, like my hair gets really, I think I'm done, by the way, with my, because otherwise it will just get into ramble stuff. This is literally 2 minutes later. But if you have a million things that you want to do, and in the end you're like, decision paralysis, okay, I'm just gonna do nothing, that's also not the way to go. Choose one thing, whatever pops into your mind most, whatever you can work on the most, whatever excites you the most. Maybe you can't do as much for it as the other thing, but maybe it just excites you the most. Connect to what you feel now, what you feel is best, or it's maybe something you haven't worked on for a long time, or maybe it's something with more urgency. Choose one thing now and dedicate your day, or your half a day, or an hour. I mean, a day, not like you have to work every hour of the day, but more like be in that mental space. Just do it. Don't worry about the other things. You have many more days to come. There are gonna be new opportunities in your day-to-day as well that will show up, that will maybe inspire you, or give you an extra tool, or a contact that would help you to get towards that thing. Yeah, it will be fine. But I know that decision paralysis is very easy to get, and it can just lead to procrastination and just not doing anything. I'm in like a love song, baby. Good. Have a lovely day.